Hi Lynette, how are you? Good to see you. This is going to be the first of your 30-minute personal training sessions that we'll do on video. And so just need to get a couple things out and ready for the program. Make sure that you've got a set of your dumbbells out. So you said you've got like 2 or 3 pound dumbbells. I'd pull those out. Today we're not going to use any tubing, so we're just going to use those dumbbells. And then you need to make sure that you're set up so that you've got somewhere that is supportive so that you can perform squats and plies with support. So it can be something that you're holding on from the side here, okay, or something that you're holding on directly facing, whatever's going to work best for you. Make sure you have warmed up before you attempt this program. And our goal is going to be to try to get through it twice in 30 minutes. And so we'll do our best here, okay? And so the first thing that we're going to do is perform supported squats. And so I'm just going to face you, but you can hold on, like I said, to something that you're facing bilaterally, so both shoulders. Just remember with this that we don't want to go too deep here, really paying mind to that low back and a comfortable range of motion. And you're going to sit back, 2, and stand up. So you've got that arm supporting, and once you feel really confident that you can perform this without support, then you're welcome to do that with a counterbalance, yeah? Sit back and stand up or hold on the entire time, yeah? That's it, we want you to feel 100% at the end of this, yeah? Work quads, hamstrings, glutes, nose to toes core, yeah? 2, and one more time, back and up, and just take a little breather there. So we're going to do 2 sets of each exercise, and then once you have performed this program 1 or 2 times, then you want to give me some feedback on what felt okay, what we might need to modify, and I'll just keep progressing you as we go through the weeks here. So let's do another set, shoulders back and down, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, and let's sit straight back and up. Make sure you keep that chest up. And again, only going to a depth that feels good to you, both in the hip, the low back, just whatever feels good to you, yeah? Sit and stand, inhale and exhale, back and up. Good, good, 4 to go, and it's 4, yeah, and 3, good, 2, and 1 more, back and up, good. All right. So make sure you've got those dumbbells elevated in a position so you're not constantly having to go down to the floor to pick things up, okay? So this is going to be a shoulder extension, and this program will come with all the written content to confirm what it is we're doing. Shoulders down and back, rib cage lifted, navel to spine. We're going to hinge from the hips, and you're becoming straight back and in. So careful that there's no movement in the torso here, yeah? Exhale and inhale, working the rear deltoids to the back of the shoulder, as well as the lats, the wide part of the back. Yeah. Exhale and inhale. So you think of expanding the chest while you're working the back. Yes, good. Exhale and inhale. Everything else nice and quiet. Good. And press. You're going to feel the humerus bone, so that upper arm bone moving back. And you're also going to feel the scapula retracting. 3 more, back and in, 2, good, and 1 more time, back and in, good. Take a little breather, and we'll do another set. So you're going to stagger the opposite leg forward here, and you want all 10 toes facing the same direction, shoulders packed down and back, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, front knee bent, back leg straight. And let's take it back, 2 and in, 2. Exhale and inhale, press back and in, contract and control. That's it, really hold your ground. Those feet are your drivers, so we really want to be stable here. Back and in, and contract and control. 4 to go. 4, yeah, and 3, good, 2, and 1 more, back and in, good. All right, so dumbbells down where it is comfortable for you to set them down. And then we're going to be coming down to the floor. Okay, so you're just going to Take your time there. If you need to hold on to something to get yourself down, or you want to lie on something that is elevated, that is fine as well. And we're gonna start with supine hip extensions. And so you're gonna be lying on your back. And of course, we were performing these on the reformer very carefully. And we will be very careful with our hip extensions here. So this is gonna work your glutes and hamstrings, palms down by your side, shoulders down and back against the mat. And you're gonna lift up, and it's just a comfortable lift for you, Lynette. So you wanna keep the glutes clenched, keep pulling the pelvic floor up and in, and the navel pulled to spine. Yeah, and we're gonna lift it up and control it down. Press up and down, so you almost touch but not quite. Yeah, and lift and down. Exhale and inhale. Lift up and resist and up, and 4 to go. And it's 4 and press. Good, keep squeezing the buttocks. 2, good, and 1 more, up and all the way down. And just take a little breather, and then we'll do another set. So while we're relaxing for a second, just get those shoulders down and back, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, pelvic floor up and in, and let's go for another set. And of course, at any time you don't feel comfortable with this, feel free to just do 1 set instead of 2. And when we come back around on the second round and you don't feel comfortable performing this, that second round, feel free to eliminate it, okay? And lift and control, exhale and inhale, straight up and down, and lift, nice control, 4 to go, 4 and 3, good, 2, and 1 more time, up and down, good job. All right, so dumbbells should be nearby, and what we're gonna do is perform chest flies. So you just wanna be holding those dumbbells, slight bend at the elbow, you're gonna be coming across the sternum with the dumbbells. So we're gonna take those out to the side, and we're gonna come across the sternum and then back out with control. Make sure that the rib cage is knitted together and that you're really keeping the shoulders packed down so that the pectoralis muscles are doing the work here, causing horizontal adduction. Yes, it's coming across that midline. Control the out phase, just as slow as the protraction is the return to your beginning position. Yes, exhale and inhale, across and back, across and resist, and 1 more, across and back. Good, and bend those in and just take a little breather. And so, shoulders rotated back and down, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, pelvic floor up and in. Those dumbbells back up, and let's go again. Bring it across like you're hugging that big beach ball. Control it out. Come across and control. Exhale and inhale. Big pull. Fight it on the out phase. Yes, across and open. Exhale and inhale, big squeeze, then resist it out and across. Good, and 4 to go. 4, good, and pull, that's it, and 2, and once more, in and out. Good, bend those arms in and put those dumbbells down. And then let's carefully come on to your side. And this will be sideline hip abduction. So we want to be on one side here, bottom leg tucked back 45 degrees. Sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna lift that leg up and down. Exhale and inhale. So working the hip abductors, yes. Muscles that make up your outer upper hip. Yeah, up and down. Exhale and inhale. Lift and control, good, and up. 4 to go, and it's 4 and 3, good, 2, and 1 more time, up and down, good. Bring the knees in, press yourself up, and over to the opposite side. So elbow under shoulder, look like you're between two panes of glass, bottom leg back 45 degrees, and let's lift up and down, yeah. Exhale and inhale, lift and control, up and down, and lift. Looking good. Try to keep everything else nice and quiet here. Press up and push down. Exhale and inhale. Lift and lower. 4 to go. 4 and 3. Good. 2 and 1 more. Up and down. Good. Now let's come back onto your back. Just take your time getting in and out of these positions as always. Yeah. And we'll come back. And on the reformer, we will perform a flexion and extension with the hands in the straps. And here what we're going to do instead is we're going to keep the feet down. Okay? And we're going to bring the arms up over the chest. And we're simply going to curl up and control back. So just imagine you have the hands in the straps. Yeah? And we'll compress that abdomen up and control it back. Exhale and inhale, rib cage to hip bone. Fight it on the down phase. Up and back. Exhale and inhale and lift and lower. And take a little breather there. All right, so we're going to take the arms out to the side in that letter T as in Tom and perform the same movement pattern except from an abducted position. So we're going to come up and back and up and back. Exhale and inhale and lift and back. 4 to go. 4, yeah, and 3, good, 2, and 1 more time. Up and back. Good, okay? And then you're going to come on over and then into a kneeling position. And again, if you need to, you are welcome to hold on to something to help you come into a standing position if you don't feel confident getting up and down from the floor. All right? And then we will perform some heel raises. So here you need to hold on again, so make sure that you've got something to hold on to either from the side or from the front of the body. And let's just lift up on those toes and down. So let's just imagine the feet are on the bar on the reformer and we're lifting up and down, keeping knees relaxed and the body nice and tall. Up and control. Exhale and inhale. Lift and down and up. And 4 more. Keep the abdomen compressed, pelvic floor pulled up and in, up and down, good, and 2, and 1 more time, up and down. Now this time it's going to 3 presses up and 1 down, much like what we do on the reformer. So it's 1, 2, 3, and lower down, and up, 2, 3, and down, again, up, 2, 3, and down, up, 2, 3, and down, good, up, 2, 3, and down, up, 2, 3, and a couple more, up, 2, 3, and down, and last one, up, 2, 3, and down. Good job. Okay, again, I hope that you've got your dumbbells where you can reach them, so you're not jeopardizing yourself coming down to the floor. And this is going to be a plie with bicep curls, so a compound exercise. So we want to externally rotate that hip. Now, if at any point it bothers your back to have your legs externally rotated, again, this is trying to simulate what we do on the reformer, then let me know. And this sort of looks like a frog. So you'll start with that frog position, and then what we'll do is add bicep curls with that. So make sure you're controlling this. Take your time. Once again, if the load feels like too much, then eliminate it and just do the plie and the bicep curls separately. Yes, down and up, inhale and exhale, straight down and up. Try 1 more, down and up, and take a little breather, and then we'll do 1 more round. So quads, hamstrings, glutes, hip abductor, little adductor there, and as well as some biceps and nose to toes core. So let's do that again. Make sure as you go down in the plie that the knees are tracking over the heels. You're not allowing the knee to medially or laterally face. You want it to be facing the same direction as the hips and the toes, yeah? And down and up. And it's 4, yes, and 3, good, 2, and 1 more, down and up. Good job. All right, and then our last one is going to be a balance matrix, and here you do need to hold on. So what we'll do is start with the outside leg. You're going to lift the outside leg up, bring it back down, bring it out to the side, and back down, and then bring it behind you. Now watch when you go into hip extension. Lift up and press out, and when you go behind, watch the low back. Yeah. Up, so no movement anywhere, no throwing to gain height, and back. You'll get to the point where you can do this without holding on, but for right now, we want you nice and secure. Yeah. Lift and out and behind. Lift up and out, working around that hip joint and behind. So we flex the hip, we abduct the hip, we extend the hip, we flex, abduct, extend, and try one more. Up, out, and behind. Good. And let's switch sides, okay? So, facing the other direction, let's lift it up, bring it out to the side and behind. Lift up, make sure inside knee is relaxed so you're not straining from that low back. Again, never throwing, only coming to a comfortable height, working around that hip joint. Lift up, take it out to the side and behind. Lift up and out and back. Good. Lift up, take it out and back. Again, up, out to the side and behind, and one more time. Up and out and back. Good. All right, good job. Good time for a sip of water if you like. We're going to go through a short round here, so just one set of each exercise where it's bilateral. If you don't feel up to doing another round, then stop the video here and fast forward it into the stretching segment, okay? All right, otherwise we're going to start over again, and this is going to be squats, so just one set. Shoulders packed down, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, pelvic floor up and in, and let's sit back and stand up. And again, you can add that counterbalance if you feel good today and you want to have both arms out there. Just remember, when the arms are away from any support, there's much more core engagement required here in this standing position. Let's go 3, yeah, 2, and 1 more, back and up. Good. And again, hopefully you have your dumbbells elevated so that you're not having to bend over and back. Shoulders packed down, only going to do 8 aside here. So we're going to come back 2, so we're just going to do 1 set. Yeah, so about halfway through, I'll switch my feet. Yeah, back and exhale. Make sure that torso's not moving. Working rear deltoid and lat. Switch feet and back. Good. Exhale and inhale. 2. Good. And 1 more. Back and in. Nice job. All right, so let's come on down for those supine hip extensions. Again, we'll do 1 set. Take your time getting down. And again, if you need to do this from an elevated surface, as long as it's a solid surface, then that is fine as well. And just 1 set of 8, we're going to lift those hips up and control down. Really keep the glutes clenched throughout. Yeah. Press up and resist down. Exhale and inhale and lift. Good. 4 to go, Lynette. Let's press up, control down, lift and down. Couple more. Up and down. And last one. Up and all the way down. Good. We're going to grab those dumbbells. And this is going to be your chest fly. So we're going to come across 2, and open, 2. Yeah, so you can have your palms face like I have mine, or if it feels better to your shoulder, the palms could be in. So whichever position feels best to you is fine. Working pectoralis, anterior deltoid, come across, 2, and open, 2, exhale, and inhale, couple more, in, 2, and out, 1 more, in, 2, and out, 2. Good job. All right, and then let's come over to your side. I'm just going to do A to side here for hip abduction, elbow under shoulder, bottom leg tucked back 45, thighs parallel to one another, sit up nice and tall, and let's lift up and down. Of course, you can always come down on a couple of pillows if you don't like the way that feels to the shoulder, or you just don't like being pushed up in this position. That is absolutely fine. And it's 4, and down, 3, good, 2, and 1, and lower that leg down. Bring the knees in, take your time, changing position. Can always pause the video, you know. So that's the beauty of video, is you don't have to stay with the designated pace if you don't want to. And let's go, lift it up and down. So you get familiar with that pause button, yeah? And you want to keep it close to you so that way you can always see and hear. That's why I mic'd up, because I thought it might help in case you don't have speakers on your computer that are loud enough. And up, good, good, and lift. That's it, exhale and inhale, up and down, couple more, up and down, and last one, up and down, good. Then lying down on your back, we'll do 1 set. Again, we're going to keep the feet down, arms up over the chest, and we're just going to torso curl here and back down. Rib cage to hip bone, compress the abdomen, up and back, exhale and inhale, lift and lower, good, and up, 4 to go. And it's 4, yes, and 3, good, 2, and 1 more, up and back. Good job. And then coming over to your side to safely get up. Again, if you need to hold on to something to help you from that position, do it. Yeah? Okay? All right. Just a couple more things here. Alrighty. And so some heel raises. So shoulders packed down and back, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, just 1 set. Let's lift those heels up and down. Get up on those toes, yeah, nice and tall body. Really work from that ankle joint, those calf muscles. That's it, and lift and down. And let's go 4, yeah, and 3, good, 2, and 1 more, up and down, good. We'll grab those dumbbells, external rotation into plie, shoulders packed down and back, rib cage lifted, navel to spine, and let's go down and up. And remember, with the plie, the tailbone does not go back. So it's like you're sliding down a wall, yeah? Drive through the heels, inhale, and exhale, down and up, and it's 4. Squeeze those inner thighs together, squeeze those buttocks tight, drive through the heels, 2, and 1 more, and up. Good. All right, and then your balance matrix, we're just going to do 4 on each side, so a full round of 4. So up, take it out, extend it back, lift it up, take it out, and back. 2 more. Up, out, and behind, and up, out, and behind. Good, and switching sides. And let's lift up, out, and back, up, out, and back, up, out, and back, and 1 more, up, out, and back. Nice job. All right, and let's just do our stretching standing today, okay? So again, hold on to your support. Take your right heel out in front of you and just hinge back from the hips enough so that you feel a stretch there. If you don't feel comfortable doing this standing, feel free to sit and just hold, getting the glute, hamstring, and calf. Yeah. And release and switch sides. Bring that heel forward, hinge back and hold. And again, whatever feels good from the hinging. Just do what you can there, yeah, and stretch hip to heel. Good. And then if you can grab your foot, pant leg, or shoe, so whatever is convenient to grab. Now, if that's a problem for you, okay, so grabbing is just not going to happen, then you want to stagger the legs front to back, and you just want to let this pelvis move a little bit forward so you can stretch the front of that hip. So either or, okay, and shoulders back. Good, and then release and switch sides, yeah? So in this case, again, if you can't grab that foot, pant leg, or shoe, bothers your back to do that, just don't have the range of motion for it yet, then you want that back heel up, and you just want to tuck under to the extent you're able there from the pelvis, and just hold, just opening up the front of that hip, yeah? Good, and release, and then hinging from your hips to the extent you can again, hands on your thighs. Let your head suspend, just feeling that stretch as much as possible from cervical to lumbar. And you're going to roll up that back, bone by bone, bring the head up last. Deep inhale when you get there. And exhale, rotate your shoulders back. Excellent work. And I will see you very soon. Give me some feedback on email about how this felt to you. And I'll give you all the detail on the written content. Okay, awesome job. I'll see you soon.